Number six, guys, number six, almost done, has to be Once Upon a Time. Okay, so this show has been up since 2011. This show ties everything in so good, and it just I really do out of all the shows that I'm going to talk about, I really do recommend you watch this one if you fairy tales, princess tales, like all that. Like, it is really good show. So basically, Snow White versus Regina, which is the evil queen, and everything ties around them. And honestly, Regina has to be my favorite character. I think she had the most fun, and I love her wardrobe and everything. And if I ever got to wear one of her pieces of clothing, I would be so amazed and happy, and I would probably wear that forever. I did want to buy kind of a wardrobe that looked like hers in Party City at one point, but it was so ridiculously expensive, and I didn't even have a day off for Halloween, so I was like, whatever, I cannot do that. But yeah, Regina is my favorite in that show. Definitely watch it. It's about a book, a book that called Once Upon a Time, and everything in the book becomes true. Like all the fairy tales, everything becomes true. So definitely watch it, guys. The next one is called The Rain. The Rain. I don't know if I'm saying that right either, but it's called The Rain, and it is so good, guys. I know I say that about that every show, but come on, guys, this I'm recommending you these shows, so duh. But it's about this queen, this princess, this soon-to-be queen, Mary, which she is the Queen of Scotland or something like that, and she has to marry Frances, the Queen of France. I don't know if I'm getting this right. I'm so sorry, but basically they have to marry each other. They marry each other. They fall in love. They're always been in love, but at one point, guys, I'm not even trying to kill it or anything, she does cheat on him. She does fall in love with another guy, which is weird, but you have to see why. You can't judge her like she's not a hoe. She actually has a legit reason, but at the end of the day, she does choose her husband so far for the 2 seasons that I've watched. I don't know about the third one. If you have been watching the third one, I'm so sorry. I'm still waiting for Netflix to upload it. So basically, if you love kings and queens and all these disastrous things that happen, like poisoning and all that, please watch it. I mean, if you like war, there's a lot of war thing going on there too. Beautiful girls. I don't know where get these girls. They're so beautiful, handsome men. This show has everything. Watch it, guys. Number 8. Okay, number 8, guys. Definitely do not recommend this show for kids at all, but kids still will watch things like this, right? Has to be Orange is the New Black. There's only 3 seasons on Netflix, but the 4th season is being posted up on June 17, 2016. So keep your heads up because it's coming. It is currently rated 8.3 out of 10. I have to agree with an 8. Basically, it talks about this woman named I know they call her I think her name is Piper Chapman or something like that. Okay, so I honestly, I know it sounds ridiculous, but I really don't pay attention to names or anything like that when I watch a show. I'm just so into the story, and after I finish watching it, I just don't know what happened. I know what happened, I just don't know who it happened with and stuff like that. But it's about Piper Chapman, her past catches up to her, and she ends up going to prison. She ends up going to prison with her lesbian lover that she had in the past. She is currently engaged. That is the first season or whatsoever. And she goes through a rough patch. She's a white girl, white women going to prison with all these races. It talks about races, racism, and there's so many things that goes on in there. Sexuality, So many things, friendship, betrayal. It's a really, really good show if you like watching it. Do not recommend it for kids because there's like scenes that I just don't think kids should watch and you want to be traumatized. But you know, them kids, they're so curious. Number 9. Number 9, it has to be House. If you don't know who Gregory House is, I'm so sorry for you. Well, I have not finished all the seasons yet. Just because I started watching my other novela, Teresa, and this current show that I will share at the end of the video that I'm watching. It is rated 8.8. I have to agree. You know, it's really good. Actually, you know, instead of an 8.8, I would just round up to a 9, if anything. But basically, it talks about this doctor, like this main doctor. He is so mean, but he's so good at his job. Like, nobody could fire him because he finds out everything. There is a new case every episode of, like, something that, like, it gets worse and worse and worse, but then he fixes it, and sometimes, like, the patient dies or whatever. But it's so good if you like mystery. Like, it's really great, and it's like in a doctor, like in a hospital environment, you know. So I really did enjoy it. Plus, I learned a lot that I didn't know about, you know, certain things that I was just like, wow, you know, this show is kind of informational. But definitely watch it. So it's House, and then you know, also talks about his love life, how he basically has no love life because of his injury that he had. Um, and he ends up falling with the main person, the director of the hospital. So definitely don't want to kill it, but that's basically it. You know, it's basically like Criminal Minds, but in a hospital environment. So I'm just saying, you know, if you love Criminal Minds, but you want to see like a hospital environment, you know, really, really do recommend this show. Number 10, we are down to number 10, guys. Number 10 is The Following. This show is from 2013 to 2015. Has only 3 seasons, which I was really disappointed because I feel like this show's so good. It should have had more seasons, honestly. This show is like has so many twists and turns. It's crazy. So basically there's this guy named Ryan Hardy from the FBI who's after this serial killer who is obsessed with Edgar Allan Poe. You know, he is so obsessed with him. Like, he will write everything about him. Like, he will do his killings like him. And, like, the craziest thing about this show, honestly, I'm gonna say it right now, has to be that, like, during the seasons, like, this serial killer, there's not only one of him, he manages to get all these serial killers connected to follow him and kill for him. And, like, it's crazy. Like, you just don't know what to think about it because you're just like, oh my god, what if this really existed and there's like so many serial killers out there just in a pact and just like killing people, and you know, it's crazy. And like, if there's so many twists and turns, I cannot even begin to imagine. Like, once you're watching it and you think it's gonna go a certain way, it's not even gonna go that way. It's not. I'm telling you, like, it's crazy. You just have to watch the show. Like, I highly, highly, highly recommend if you love reading mysteries, if you love detective shows, if you love like twist plots and all that, like, really, really watch this show. I really wish there was more seasons on this show just because it did leave me hanging. What am I currently watching, guys? I'm currently watching Revenge. But this show is so good. Like, this show is like freaking good. About this girl, you know, they kill her father off. This rich family obviously has all the power in the world. Father leaves her this like enormous amount of money or whatever, so she like disguises herself, gets herself in, and plans all this revenge against that family. And basically, I'm still watching it, so I hope it's good. It's on ABC. I am still watching it on Netflix. And you may say, oh my gosh, Jessica, how do you have so much time to watch all these shows? And I will let you know that actually I'm a security guard. So I have most of my time free besides securing the area. So I do have to watch something, right? So I end up watching Netflix, and Netflix is cheap, and basically I love watching Netflix. But thank you for watching this video. Please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to me, guys, and keep watching all my crazy funky videos that I do. Thank you, guys. Bye. He doesn't trust nobody. He's panicky. Like, he's panicky about everything. He always feels like somebody's gonna kill him. Somebody's gonna overthrow